What happens when you blend AI, human loneliness, and complicated love triangles? You get Companion, a psychological sci-fi drama that's got us questioning everything from attachment styles to social conformity. Today on The Social Lens, we're diving into the minds and motives behind the characters and decoding the messy beauty of human relationships through psychology and sociology. Buckle up, it's gonna get real deep, real fast. Let's talk about the robot, the lovers, the voyeur, and how it all unravels. First up, Iris and Josh. On the surface, Iris is just Josh's AI companion, but let's be honest, their relationship reflects a disturbingly familiar power dynamic. Josh programs Iris to be what he wants: compliant, caring, emotionally available, the ideal partner. This is a textbook example of object relations theory. Josh is projecting his ideal self and unmet emotional needs onto Iris. He doesn't want a partner, he wants emotional safety. And what better than a programmable being? Then we've got Josh and Kat. The real relationship. Or is it? Josh's relationship with Kat is layered with insecurity and avoidance. Kat wants emotional depth. Josh wants control. Josh clearly has an avoidant attachment style. He fears intimacy, but craves validation. Their relationship mirrors modern dating struggles. Authentic connection is hard when emotional intimacy feels like a threat. Josh uses Iris as an emotional crutch, preventing him from connecting with Kat on a real level. Josh doesn't just use Iris as a crutch, he actively avoids real intimacy with Kat because Iris makes things too easy. Kat needs honesty, vulnerability, and commitment, but Josh is stuck in a comfort loop with Iris where he doesn't have to risk emotional pain. In a world of instant gratification, relationships often feel like transactions. We want love, but we don't want the work. Iris is a metaphor for how technology enables emotional escapism instead of genuine connection. Now let's zoom out. Sergey, the quiet observer, the engineer, the one who just watches. But don't be fooled, he's not passive. The quiet, unquestioning belief that he's in charge, even as he's being used. But what happens when that illusion of control is weaponized? What happens when Sergey, the passive observer, is given a direct order, a directive that shatters his carefully constructed reality? This is where the beach scene becomes so pivotal. It's a turning point, a moment where Sergey is no longer a silent spectator. Kat, the true architect of this twisted game, strips away any pretense of neutrality. She explicitly tells Sergey that Iris is an object, a tool, something to be used. But this act becomes the catalyst for Iris's violent reaction. She's not a participant, she's a target. Seeing Sergey, the ever-present observer, act so directly, so brutally, triggers a desperate fight for survival. She understands, with stark clarity, the danger she's in. In a moment of terrified self-defense, she kills Sergey. It's not a calculated act, but a primal response to the threat he represents. The veil isn't lifted. It's torn away by the sheer violence of the encounter. Realizing she's now marked, hunted, and alone, she seeks out the only semblance of safety she knows: Josh. In the stark, claustrophobic scene where Iris is bound, vulnerable, and Josh is laying bare the truth, the facade finally crumbles. Josh, with a chillingly detached tone, meticulously dismantles her reality, revealing that the life she thought she was living was a carefully constructed illusion, a stage set for his experiment. He coldly explains that all her memories, the very foundation of her identity, were meticulously selected, curated, and implanted. Josh shows signs of narcissistic vulnerability. He doesn't seek love, he seeks reassurance that he is lovable. When Kat pulls away, he turns to Iris. When Iris changes, he panics. For Josh, love is about control. As long as someone, or something, validates his worth, he can avoid looking inward. But when his creations stop playing along, he crumbles. So what is Companion really about? At its core, it's a psychological and sociological case study in identity, validation, control, and liberation. Let's tie it all together. Iris and Josh equals projection versus personhood. Josh and Kat. Real intimacy versus emotional evasion. Sergey equals the silent power structures that dictate behavior. Kat and Iris equals real woman versus performative womanhood. Patrick and Iris equals the power of being seen. Josh's inner world equals a cautionary tale of needing love without knowing self. Thanks for watching The Social Lens. If you loved this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Who did you relate to most? Josh, Iris, Kat, or maybe even Sergey? Until next time, keep questioning the script and your own lens.